Quick buzz at stumps. Adam Collins and Harsha Bhogle. England require 498 further runs to win on day 4 and day 5 here. Realistically, England will do well to even survive tomorrow, Harsha, but it was one of those days in the third innings when you're mostly just waiting for when the declaration comes. Along the way, we saw a Kohli 100, his 2013 Test cricket, so it wasn't for nothing, but it wasn't the most exhilarating day of play we've ever seen in our lives either.
Yes, 23rd Test century. I mean, he's just putting another brick up and building a big wall, isn't he? Virat Kohli, 23, his fourth slowest. But I absolutely love this 100 because I just looked at Virat Kohli batting today and I said, is this the same guy who almost made 1,000 IPL runs in a season? How many players in the modern game today are as versatile as this? Someone who'll go and chase runs for a living, chase runs for breakfast, lunch and dinner in the white ball game. And here in different conditions with that albatross on his neck, you know, the weight hanging around his neck, 134 last time, and grind out a century. Do you relate Virat Kohli to grinding stuff? But he was willing to do that as well. And to me, that's a sign of greatness. That's why I think he'll remember this fondly. It'll in the end just be one of so many, but he'll remember this.
He's got as many away from home as Joe Root's got in his entire career. That's not for nothing with that Joe Root conversion issue we've talked about. 200 runs in the Test match collectively, exactly the same amount he made at Edgbaston. I enjoyed that. And third of all, his average in England is now more than 35. So for all the troubles he had here back in 2014, Harsha, that's no longer the case.
And there's two Test matches. To go. But I think it was a day where everybody's just jostling for space. England trying to slow down India's progress. India aware of how much time they had. They just said, we'll not get bowled out here. And so Pujara 72 from 208 balls. At one point he was 20 of 20 with that lovely start yesterday. But I think Kohli allowed Pujara, by the way he was batting, to just give him the time that he needed. Because India got those 10 wickets so quickly, everybody got time. Rahane got time. He looked a lot more confident. Pujara still playing and missing a little bit, but he got that much time in the middle. Now 498.
It was all about doing them slowly, and in many ways the finger injury of Johnny Bairstow reflected that. There was drop catches. Keaton Jennings put down Kohli on 93. Well, who's to know how he put that down? There was other drop catches through the day. It just seemed as though the England side, once they knew that the result was outside their grasp, the wheels fell off a little bit.
Who dropped that easy one at Lords trying to fall over to catch it? Wasn't it Jennings too?
Yes. So, no, there was in the first innings here, it was Jennings from to his right. That's right.
Yeah, you are Jennings. This one was the ultimate schoolboy nightmare, that you're going down to take a catch, it doesn't touch any part of your body, it just goes straight through you. And I thought if I had to pinpoint a picture of the day, apart from Kohli raising his bat and doing the usual, saying thank you to Anushka, but it would have been Jimmy Anderson just holding his face in his hands and saying, now what more do I have to do to get Virat Kohli out? He's actually won many little skirmishes with Virat Kohli without actually getting him out.
Yeah, I think you had the stat before that he's created 47 errors from Virat Kohli through the course of the series.
Not got him out, which is exactly the opposite of what was happening in 2014. In 2014, the first nick and Kohli gone. Now he's nicking, it's falling short, it's going through, but he's still surviving. What a great world we live in.
Speaking of survival, that's what the England game plan is all about tomorrow. But they had 9 overs to face tonight. It's as though we were really waiting for when that declaration came. Keaton Jennings, we've already talked about his drop catch. He had to get through to stumps today. It's not overstating the case to say that if he were to fell early tonight, it might have been the end of his international career. Instead, he comes back with a clean slate tomorrow, as does Alistair Cook. A big day for both batsmen.
It is, especially for the near future of English cricket, because since Andrew Strauss retired, England have concentrated on finding one opener. And they suddenly find themselves looking for 2 opening batsmen. They really want Cook and Jennings to play themselves in. I was talking to Graham Swan. He said you can go around the county circuit. There isn't another opening batsman that you want to pick other than they're talking of Rory Burns, but they're not looking at somebody else. I think India will want the seamers to do a good job because there's something about Ashwin. I think that hip is troubling him. He bowled one ball that went past Cook, then he just grimaced a little bit. I don't know how much bowling he's got in him. So I'd like to see if the seamers can do a lot and Ashwin holds an end up.
On the available evidence of this evening, it has to be Ishant Sharma as the man most likely to run through England tomorrow. He was brilliant tonight.
He bowled well. How many times did he go past the bat today? So India will be optimistic tomorrow. I don't think they'll be worried too much about time. I think it's a game of patience on both sides. You might think it's a game of patience for England because they've got to bat out those many overs, but sometimes as the bowling side you might want to get things done too quickly, and India just have to be patient. I think the nick will come, and if they can catch like they did in the first innings, then that'll be fine.
I tend to agree. It's 498 runs to win in theory. In reality, India require 10 wickets. They can do it over the course of 2 days. We'll be here, of course, for Crick Buzz at Stumps with Adam Collins and Harsha Bhogle. We'll catch you tomorrow.